We are standing in Oakland Cemetery, which was the original city cemetery that dates back to 1847, and it was the primary city cemetery until about 1895 or so. One of the reasons that 1873 is so important to this region and to this city is that the Great Yellow Fever epidemic decimated the city and really changed the course of the history of North Louisiana and this city in particular. Within 2 weeks, we lost a quarter of the population of the city inside the city limits. 800 to 1,000 people are in this cemetery. If you pan over and you look at the top of that hill, that's the Yellow Fever mound. A common trench with 824 people confirmed in it. And then there are other folks who died and were either moved or put in here. It killed almost all the doctors, all the nurses. It killed many, many prominent people in this city, and it was devastating. The city was quarantined by railroad and by river. Nothing was allowed to come in and go out. And money was raised, large amounts, from New York, Washington, from New Orleans, from Chicago. And it was a national event. Now, nationally, Reconstruction is going to last for another 4 years. But in Shreveport and in Northwest Louisiana, Shreveport is lucky in a way because of this, because Reconstruction ends. The Army leaves to save itself. And so redemption, as it was called, begins here in this state. And local rule returns at that time. On the negative side, Shreveport was thought to be an unhealthy place, and its growth was stunted for many, many decades. It ends up returning, but it's going to take a while. This is the monument and grave of the United States Army Corps of Engineers First Lieutenant Eugene Augustus Woodruff. Went to West Point, graduated near the top of his class, allowed by their rules to become an engineer. He is sent here with a detachment during Reconstruction in 1872 to clear the great log jam, the great raft. And his brother was his second in command. He had a very good detachment. He completed the work that Henry Shreve began. They had to do some Herculean work to get rid of the log jam, the great raft, and they did it. They used nitroglycerin, the first time that it was used in a large project. And in 1873, in August, while they're working, and pretty close to finishing the raft, knocking it out, blowing it up, tearing it up, whatever they needed to do, yellow fever broke out in Shreveport. And the Army ordered this detachment out. And Eugene wrote his mother, he was a mama's boy, wrote his mother, "These people need help. I'm sending my men. I'm saving my brother George. I'm going to stay and help." So Eugene stayed, and he and 5 Catholic priests acted as doctors because most of the doctors were dead. And Eugene faithfully served. Thought that he was going to be okay, felt okay, stayed with the same folks who were in this plot, the Elsners. And he comes down with it very quickly, very quickly. September 28th, he gets it. By September 29th at 9 p.m., he's dead. The city of Shreveport wrote his mother and said, "We'd like to send his body home." And the telegraph lines are up, and she says, "No, that's where he wanted to stay." So the Elsners allow him to be in this lot, and Eugene is one of the true heroes, not only in Reconstruction, but in the city of Shreveport and in the South as well.